That's okay. Hello.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
My skirt did something funny. Hi. I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. Mm-hmm. In gray and kind of nasty and kind of muggy out, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there. It was
Yes.
sprinkling on the car when Bernie went into Ingalls.
No.
Yeah.
Rain.
Maybe.
It was raining actually harder than that at my house this morning. You have a little bit of coconut. No. There you go. Okay. I'm not touching that area of you. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know if it showed up on camera. We could have let it go, but I'm like, Hannah's so cute when I shed a lot with this hairdo, and I'll have something, and she'll be like, So just keep pointing until I do something about it. Anyway, no, it's funny. So we're filming on Wednesday, because, and it's kind of like, it rained overnight. It did some weird rainy stuff overnight, and it kind of cleared up. It got drier as I drove into town because it was really wet out in Condesi. Yeah. I live south of town. We're filming on Wednesday because the only time I had to deal with this is on a Thursday morning before the shop opens. So, hi, you get us early. Someone was like, and you can post it on Thursday. And I'm like, you know what? I'll probably end up just posting it today so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, because, it'll be crazy tomorrow.
Then it will be authentic because we're filming on the day we did it.
True.
Anyway, no, I was also just thinking about, we filmed like this really quickie video. We put it both on YouTube and Instagram, and like it was totally random, but it's like that's what people like from us. Is that we're kind of totally random and apparently entertaining even when we're not trying. When we first started this channel, I kind of tried a little more, and I think I'd run out of energy if I kept doing that.
We don't try, we just are.
Well, there are times I still try. It's not like we're not trying, like, to just interact with y'all, right? It's that we're not trying to be over the top or to be something other than who we are. So sometimes I might amp it up a bit. But yes, we're just coffee us. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi. So it's Wednesday, but it's our Thursday filming, and right now our Thursday is our all-encompassing. We used to have, it's like, I don't know if we don't have as many questions for Dear Becky and Lizzie because we're not filming as many days, and we don't have a whole day set aside for it, or if there just aren't that many questions out there anymore, which is okay. Either way.
We're not publicizing it.
We're not really publicizing it. If you have something you'd like us to address, you can always email Liz.
At sundragonartandfiber.com.
Yeah. It's Liz at Liz at, and then sundragonartandfiber.com. All written out. And someday we may get back to the advertising of yarns and sale of yarns. We're still figuring that out because I'm finally almost feeling normal having cut back. But, anyway. So most of what we do now is show off the cool stuff that we're making, which is also showing off yarns from the shop. And if you're paying attention to the YouTube channel, like subscribing, if you haven't already, then you'll know when we have sales. That kind of thing. We do pop-up sales. Sometimes we announce them ahead of time, but then people wait. Then we have like super slow days ahead of that. It's like, not all the time.
Well, and sometimes we have YouTube only sales. Like, so we'll have one when we hit 2,000. And yeah, we're getting closer.
We're within 100 people of 2,000 subscribers, which, for some YouTube people, especially from the early days of YouTube, that's a drop in the bucket. But for us, that's super exciting. Woohoo! So, yeah. So subscribe if you haven't, because you could be helping yourself and others get an online-only sale. I mean, a YouTube-only sale. Whatever, Anyway.
You know what we mean.
Just go with us on this, right?
Yep.
I would say keep up, but you have to know what we mean to keep up. So, yeah, I only had a little bit of my coffee. That's why I have this here. So I'm going to drink this and hope that this keeps me more like this today. What are you working on, Liz? What have you been working on lately?
What have I been?
What do you want to talk about?
This weekend I did my hair. And for
I can't see it
a
right
couple of days before I changed out my hair, I was making my hair. So last time I changed out my hair, I did wizard. This time I did more wizard with a little bit of black handspun.
Yes, and
Yes. So, but
and look, yeah, turn around. Turn around. Woo!
It's all
That's so
bright
pretty.
and-
Now is that the lapis colorway?
I think it's lapis and there was something else I cut up in there.
The thistly one.
Thistly one, yes.
Not appetite. Appetite? No.
No. Anyway, that one. If you know,
think
you
it's
know.
appetite.
Anyway,
Damn,
so
keep going.
I changed out my hair Sunday and Monday. And I was going to make a pie Sunday night, and I didn't. So I made that last night. So apart from a little bit of knitting at the shop, I haven't really done anything between, I don't know, Wednesday and now. But I have gotten a few more rows done on my textured sweater this one, it's a cardigan. Sorry. They're both cardigans, but I haven't worked on the blue one. Ametrine. That's it.
Okay, I went over there to look for the colors of yarn that are in her hair. And I have to show you my hat
Which is in my hair.
because we're out of that color.
Yes, because I bogarted the last 3 balls, something. I don't know.
I'm not upset with that because you paid for them. But this is the other color. Ooh, this is the problem with having coffee here.
I used the darkest purples and the greens that are in there.
Yes, so ametrine is very thistly. It's like greens and blues and purples.
Yes.
So,
And
Chuck.
this
Yeah, more wizard. She's using
more
wizard,
wizard.
for that.
I'm using wizard for I'm on a wizard kick. So it's looking so cool. So this is one side of the
I missed it. Did you explain this is the same thing you're making with the other yarn?
Yeah. It's the same thing I'm making with the other yarn.
She's like, there's nothing wrong with that, people. If you like a pattern and you want to make it with different yarns, it will end up looking different.
It does.
And if
and
you
it
know a
looks so
technique
cool.
and want to do it again, I mean, Liz just does it because she likes how it looks. But if you're like, I know how to do this, I'm going to do it again.
The other side of the cardigan. So it's coming out different on both sides.
That is the cool thing about Wizard is it changes color in random ways. Like this is Wizard. This is Labradorite crocheted. It's such a fun yarn. They have come out with new colors. They have come out potentially with solids. I don't want to tease you all because I don't know when we can get them in. But it's such a cool yarn. It's like I want to use it in all my chunky projects.
Yeah, I'm doing it on a 10.5 and it's squishy.
Oh. Okay, so the other one she's making, are you doing that on a 10.5?
I'm doing the other one on an 11.
I figured you were.
Yeah, because it's more like a super bulky.
Yeah, so she's holding a bulky Noro with a I'm getting there. Hang on, I got it. Everyone wants to finish my sentences for me, and then I pause longer. Alpaca.
Yeah,
I got it.
It's like a DK light worsted alpaca.
Yes, and that one could stand up and walk away on its own in a good way. Like I liken it to like a wool, like a peat wool coat.
Yeah, it's a
what
nice
you're
heavy
making.
wool coat for that one, and this one's
And
going to
this
be
is
more like a
like
cardi to just
light
throw
squishy.
on.
Well,
and-
I already have a cardigan in this colorway. I'm so excited. We get to be almost twinsies when she's done. We can both put on our wizard cardigans in Jasper colorway and show them off for y'all. And but mine also, like, mine was the Reluctant Homeschooler pattern by Caitlin Hunter, which was meant to be a comfy, cozy, thick cardigan. And mine is comfy and cozy without the thick, heavy.
well, it's a chunky weight, but
Yes.
the wizard
I didn't say it
makes
was a different weight. Go ahead.
The wizard makes it very lightweight.
Yes,
and
it's warm and light.
warm. Yes.
And like There are times when I love that, and there are times when I'm looking at the original pattern going, I should make that with something bulky, because like thick bulky, because that would be yummy too.
Yeah.
But yarn. So yeah.
You know what? These would go really well over your black and white dress and my black and white plaid dress, and then we could really be twinses.
It'd be busy, but we could be twinses. It's true. We will try to coordinate that another time. So
Winter.
yeah. I gotta move this. This head is still in the way. Whoa. We're gonna wait till winter to do that? Okay.
Well, I mean,
I just said yes without listening.
Let's be.
I was like, yeah, and then I went, wait, what?
That's how we got lightsabers, and we might get a swimming pool.
No. I was listening. I was indulging y'all, because if I always say no as a parent, bad things happen behind my back. I'm joking with the shop now, saying I didn't need to have kids. I have Liz and Hannah. Because they become little children at the shop. They also are very good employees. I have to say that. They're very good employees, but it's not a but. And when they get going, oh my gosh, it's children. So, which it's good to have some fun and joy around the shop. I don't have a problem with that.
And every once in a while, she joins in.
I only have a problem when customers or yarn might be in danger. That's when I have a problem. So I've set down some boundaries and some rules. Being a dorm parent for like 18 years has really been helpful.
Our favorite rule is no ER visits.
That is one thing that I really, really thought I would not have to use when running a yarn shop is my experience as a dorm parent. And guess what? I have. Okay. So come visit sometime. You will get the experience. We had a customer who got that experience yesterday.
We had a couple customers who got that experience yesterday.
Oh boy. So anyway, has that really been the majority of your focus for now, or what do you want to show off anything else?
No, because I haven't touched anything else because I was doing my hair.
And that's okay.
It took me a while to get my hair spun and then cut, and then I had to finish cutting the lizard, and
you don't have to explain. It's okay. It
was a lot, but I have cool hair, so
people will see whatever we get to, because there's stuff going on, and this is reminding me of knit night last night, where we have some knitters who are really fast and get a lot of stuff done, and we have other knitters who are not as fast and take their time with stuff. And I'm trying to put all of this language in non-judgmental terms, because saying like they're slower sounds like judgmental, or they take their time with it makes it sound like the people who are faster are like not paying attention as much. Or no, it's just everyone knits or crochets at a different pace, and that's okay. We had one knitter last night who was like, I'm still working on this. And it was like, no, you are. And that's okay.
It's like a marathon. It doesn't matter whether you walk it or you sprint it. Well, sprinting in a marathon is kind of hard, but, pace yourself. But if you're walking or you're running, it doesn't matter. You're both finishing the marathon. It might be two completely different times.
Yeah.
But you're both finishing.
You both, like, I'll liken it to this, because, like, we both have parts of our brain that are like, yeah, but let me be really technical about this. Some marathons have cutoffs.
Well, they do.
But no. So here's what I want to add to that, because in case someone comes back with, I once did this race. It was an ultra race, but it was a 1.25 mile loop, and it was. You signed up for a time of how long you wanted to participate. You're not going to run the whole time. You're going to take breaks and everything, because it was like 3 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours. And you just were doing this loop. And it started at night, so it's kind of fun because they put up all twinkly lights and stuff like that. It started at 9 p.m. The sun was still out, but just about to, go away. And the first time I did it, I signed up for 12 hours. And yes, I know I'm crazy, but it's okay. And I didn't run for 12 hours. I took breaks. I took naps. I did all this stuff. And it took me 9 hours to complete the equivalent of a marathon, which is, 26.2 miles.
Yeah.
And And I would say I've done the equivalent of a marathon. And my friend Myrna, who got me into it, would say, no, you have run a marathon. Like, it's not, well, it took me this long, so it doesn't count. And I would say the same thing with knitting. Is it takes as long as it takes. It's the whole, we could throw so many aphorisms out, like it's the journey, not the destination. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a, and
if
for
you do it, you are it.
Yes. So it's not about, and it's that whole progress versus product type thing. It's like for some people, popping out the projects is what brings them joy. And for other people, it's taking your time with it and just enjoying each and every stitch. Although the person who's popping them out could be doing the same thing. So anyway, I digress, right? So anyway, so I found I'm getting more stuff done lately, which is really interesting because I think I am actually forcing myself to have some downtime, which usually means knitting or crocheting for me. And I can show y'all more stuff then, but I'm not doing as many other things for the shop. And we've talked about this ad nauseum, so I'm not going to mention it again. But did I have this sewed up last week? I don't remember.
I think so.
Okay, well, anyway, this class for corner to corner, just the basics, which you can make a cowl out of. Like this is Wizard. We just said that before. This is Labradorite. And if someone made another one, corner to corner cowl out of Labradorite, and see, I can do the Infinity, or
it would be completely.
It would not look the same. It would totally not look the same. And actually, I'm thinking about using leftovers either from my Sophie scarf. This could be enough yarn. Or of the Natsumeki, not to be confused with the Compito. The two yarns from Noro that have cotton in them. Either the leftovers from my Sophie scarf, or this is the sample skein we have of a different colorway to make another corner-to-corner type of scarf. And again, they would all look different, which is really fun.
Just to see what different yarns do. Like, yeah. I mean,
and what yarns do knit versus crochet.
Yeah.
That can be so much fun. So, okay, moving on to other things I finished. My beaded cowl, the Starlight cowl. I was telling someone a Starlight shawl yesterday, but I was confusing myself. I was thinking about a one skein shawl and remembering the name of this. But my beaded cowl, look, isn't that pretty?
It is so
I haven't sewn my ends in yet, shocker. But it's 4 repeats of the pattern. It's a ton of beads. I really used almost all the beads that were in the kit from the Fiber Fairy, a local dyer. If you would like this, contact the shop because we have it as part of a trunk show. We don't have it as our own. We only put our own things online. So, but I haven't blocked this yet, and I don't know if I will because the heaviness of the beads are still going to pull this down. So it's not like it's going to sit like this around my neck, right? It's going to do its own drapey thing around my neck. But you're still going to see some of the pattern. It's not like I always worry with cowls like this that are straight across that they hang funny when you wear them. And I'm always worried that all that work I put in is not going to be noticeable. But I think this is. This was cute, and it kept me engaged because putting the beads on in every other row is knit, and then the alternating rows I was putting beads on with a crochet hook, and it was really fun. So it was sometimes annoying using that crochet hook and not catching the whole strand, but I really liked it. So, and it's got some heft to it, even though it is fingering weight because of those beads. I had shout out to Susan. She asked on one of the Facebook posts, it won't, like, you'll feel the beads against your neck. I actually, because they're on the outside, I do feel them a little, but not enough to, like, make me think, like, ugh. Like, because also the beads are nice and smooth.
Yeah.
So, I tried putting this on inside out because, you see the outside. You see the inside when you put it on like this. And then I felt the beads a lot against my skin, and it didn't hang the way I wanted it to still. So Starlight Cowl is done. I'm trying to, like, maybe finish one thing, a weekend if I can, or like focus on something on the weekend to see if I can get it done before moving it on to something else. I finished a personal pair of socks, which are not with yarn from the shop, so I didn't bring them in today. I wore them yesterday. But speaking of socks, I have too many things to show off. I can fill the time.
Yeah, I know.
I can't remember if I showed these off last time, so I'm doing it again. I finished the squirrel part of my Seek Seek socks.
You've gotten further.
Yeah. Okay, then you remember seeing them?
I don't remember seeing them. I just know you got further.
This is the end of the fancy color work on the cuffs. And I have, let's see, is it on this side? It's really hard to see because I used another patterning yarn, but this is a different yarn that I knit across half of them way down here at the bottom. Those will be released for my afterthought heel, and now I'm going to keep going. They're going to be a big tube until I go back and do the heel. And the feet of these actually still have really, really simple patterning. So when I make it a little further on these, I will show you the simple patterning that's happening on the feet, which, yes, patterning, color work on all parts of your sock you might feel when you wear them, and I will find out. That's kind of why I'm testing this out. But 2 at a time means I will get them done eventually. I got my personal socks done, though, on double points. I was very, 2 of them done. Their second sock syndrome. I was very proud to get 2 of them done. Since it's up here, I have a couple more things to show off. This is my corner-to-corner blanket with my llama. And he has 2 feet now. Can you see the 2 feet? I've got 1, 2. It's
With
worked on the diagonal.
Little bit of ankle.
Little bit of ankle showing. Woo! So right now I have, this is how many balls I have going. I have 1 ball for this part of green. Because if you look at the back, I'll explain more about this. But if you look at the back, there aren't that many ends. And that's because I'm using, I'm not cutting a whole bunch unless I absolutely have to. So I've got 1 ball of green, 1 ball of white, a second ball of green. That's 3 so far. Another ball of white. That's 4. A ball of black, which was over here, but then I moved it over. I didn't have to keep using it. That's 5. And a third ball of green. That's 6 balls are participating in this blanket right now. And when the legs come up to where it's the body of the llama that she's calling an alpaca.
Not that we're particular at all.
Not at all. We're just really nerdy about it. Then this ball of green goes away or gets saved for something else. I could run out of it anyway. And I don't need 2 balls of white anymore. I'll use 1 ball. But it's been an exciting adventure. And the class for learning the basics is in person on the 22nd and virtual on the 23rd. The in-person class is almost full. The virtual one is unlimited capacity, but you buy the virtual one for Sunday the 23rd of June in our online shop. And then the class for this is fancier. This is you should already know the basics of corner to corner to then learn how to change colors is what I'd prefer. I'd prefer you not be learning corner to corner from scratch at this class, which is on July 6th in person, which is a Saturday, and July 7th virtual, which is a Sunday. Contact us with questions for more details, because I know there's still details I'm not conveying, but then we're already, doing too much. So we're giving you so much information. Let's repeat things when we need to.
I'm trying to be patient and wait for your final show off.
I was going to do it next, but I'll wait for the final. Okay. So, because Liz is making it final, I have 2 other things before my final. I finished something, but...
Trying to be patient.
Why do you have to be patient?
I don't know. Because I want to see the final.
Okay, I have 2 more things to show off before the final.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So let's talk about things that aren't finished yet. This is my current ranunculus, and I may or may not.
It's looking so pretty.
Yes, it's the Zoe stripes. We only brought in the new colors that do a slow color change, And with this much of
can
it done,
see it.
you can see it. It's heading back into the light stuff again. I'm almost to the point where I have to pick a size. And I'm not sure what size I'm going to make. So this one's half on hold, but not really. And then this was this morning's morning meditation. And you can see if I might be able to... Oh, I have extra. This is from the last show off. I have extra needles left over from that. So my twofer tank, I got to the underarm where this is the front. So now I have mindless knitting for a while. This is the front with the V-neck, right? And it comes down a little like this. And this is the back, which can be worn as the front, which has a straight part to it. And I don't, even though I've got it on 2 needles, I don't think I can totally try this on right now. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the back. Oh, it's got a texture.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's ribbing, but not ribbing. Like, it's,
I like that.
it's a either knit one or a purl one and slip one, and then knit one, like knit across the back. So it's got a texture to it so that just in that center part, yeah, it's like, I don't know if I have enough stitches distributed to really, let's try. Let's live dangerously. Because I can get needles back, stitches back on the needle if I need to. So it looked like a bra, and now it doesn't anymore because my boobs are lower. Excuse my girls. But see, this is the front. And let me try, get that yarn out of the way. Okay. I will swivel so you can see the back. And actually, the armholes feel better now that I've knit some more. When I first combined everything, I wasn't sure. And then, it's going to come off the needles, but that's okay. I'll fix it later. The other thing, I can put this on with this in the front.
That looks cute, too.
And see, it's up high. So if you want higher, more coverage, I did a bunch more rows for the shoulders because I wasn't sure if it was going to work right, and I'm really glad I did. I think my row gauge, this is the Compaito as opposed to the Natsumeki. Much more subtle color changes, but then again, here's the V in the back instead of in the front. So, and but it's fitting. Yay! Okay, so the big finish. I finished this last night. I have not blocked it yet. You know, we always like show it to you before and after blocking. So this is the before. But I figured out this weekend, I was like, you know what? The color work kind of flies. So I'm going to finish the color work on one sleeve and then do the color work on the other sleeve. And I got it done. And then I realized I only had, according to her instructions, about 2.5 inches left of mindless knitting. So I put them 2 at a time. Like I did, this is my Tecumseh. I did the color work down, and then I finished the knitting for both sleeves 2 at a time. And it's got a puffy sleeve to it. So, and I want to get out what I have left. I had a leftover skinny. I don't remember how many of this, for this, how many Tecumsehs by Caitlin Hunter, by the way. I'm squirreling all over the place. This is how much I had left. I was using the inside and the outside of this ball to do the sleeves. I want to say I only used 3 or 4 balls of the blue, and I can't remember how many. Because I also looked this up. I knew that this has been on needles for a while because it was in timeout, and I couldn't remember how long. I figured it out last night. I started this very early in January of last year. So it's been on needles for a year and a half.
So January 2023, that's why it made it on the list for 2023.
But I hadn't actually started it in 2022.
Which was what
I thought last night. But it was like January 6th. It was like, this was like my kickoff project for January of last year. But look, I finished the sleeves. Aren't they cute?
It's so pretty.
They're kind of like 3/4 length. They're not meant to be like 100% super long. You can do that though if you want to. But I did the color work on the sleeve down to here and realized I was already at 7.5 inches and she only wanted me to go to 10. So I was like, I can now get this done. There's a moment when you're working on a project and you're finally like, I can finish this.
Yeah.
I could actually finish this. And so I did a little over an inch of ribbing. Like, you do a fast decrease for slightly puffy sleeves. And I did just over an inch because I really wanted to make sure that, and I'm taking off my ring that's going to catch on all my floats. I really wanted to make sure that it was long enough, or like that I would have, because you don't change needles for the ribbing on this.
Oh.
I mean, and I think I read it right. So I finished my Tecumseh look.
It looks so cool.
I'm so excited. What is it?
I just want to, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I still have a billion ends to weave in, and I still haven't blocked it. But, like, we picked these colors together. You're the one who recommended the red. Like, first balls. These are the first. I only use one ball of each of these colors, and look how much I have left after doing all this. Like, it makes sense, and yet it looks like a miracle, right?
Yeah.
It's like the never-ending ball. These are 382 yards in a ball.
I want to say you only use 3 balls. Like, that might be your third ball.
I will try to check the weave-in ends as I go,
Yeah.
so I can keep an eye on that. But, like, look at this. I'm so excited.
It looks awesome.
Like, her cover photo had light background with dark colors, or, like, you know, medium colors, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited that I did this dark combo, because I saw someone doing a dark combo. I'm always inspired by, like, pictures on Ravelry and stuff, and I saw someone had done a dark with light, and I was like, oh, what if we did, like, really bright? Like,
You were like, I want to do the navy blue and the green.
yeah, these were the colors. It's like a grello. I'm like, I want to do these. I've seen people make whole sweaters out of this, and it's gorgeous. But yes, I finished. I'm so excited.
It looks cool. Love it. We need a big bell to ring for
Yeah.
finish. Like,
My bell's at home.
well,
should
I
bring
know
it
we
back
have
in.
a little tap bell, but we
Yeah.
need like a great big school bell. Ring it for finished product.
I'll try to get a picture of me in this for Instagram and stuff. But yeah, it's comfy. It's like it's a little like right now because it's hot out. But it's not that like this, the Alba, Jody Long Alba is what I use for this. And this has like alpaca wool and maybe some viscose or something in it. I can't wait to wear this, like, especially like it does have 3/4 length sleeves. It doesn't have super long sleeves, but I like that for this.
It'll be great for
Like
fall
someone
and-
on Sit and Stitch was like, "You push it up to your elbows anyway." I'm like, "Yes, I do. It has less distance to go." But I'm comfortable with this because it's on purpose. There's sometimes when it's down a little further and it feels awkward, you know. This is super exciting for me. It took me a year and a half. Speaking of marathon, not a sprint.
Yep.
And part of that is because I got distracted by other projects. And I finally said, this one's been in timeout for a while, and I really want to finish it. And I keep talking about it, but I leave it at home. So, yay. I will try. I cannot promise. I will try to block it this weekend if I can. But we also have Sit and Stitch.
Yep.
And things that might keep me from blocking it. But at some point, whether it's next week or 2 weeks, I will show you the finished ends woven in. Like, we can do a comparison side by side. Ends woven in and blocked to see how it shifts. It might settle a little bit. Some of this color work might settle. Like, I feel like my gauge might have shifted on some of this color work over time, but you can't really tell from a distance. So,
Well,
yeah.
and when it takes a year and a half to finish something, your gauge is gonna shift. Like,
Potentially,
It just-
absolutely. Like my whole philosophy on color work may have shifted over that time too, where I'm like more loosey goosey with my floats now, but I'm okay with it. So yes, This is like, it's meant to be wide here, and so 10 inches may not sound like it's even going to be 3/4 inch, but the armholes sink low, hang low, the whole thing. It's super comfy, and I like that. You know, if I put my arms out, it's wide. But it's with like a DK sport weight, so when my arms are down, there's plenty of sweaters when your
just
arms are down,
drapes
it
nice.
drapes nice. And so, and I'm kind of bulky at this point, so I like something that drapes and doesn't cling.
and it has a nice tighter collar.
Yeah, this one, Caitlin Hunter, I find, has tighter collars on the whole than like Jennifer Steingass for pattern writing. But there are ways to modify. I don't tend to modify. I tend to do things, I might make things longer. I can't remember if I made this longer than it was supposed to, but maybe not, because this isn't too long after the final color work on this. I'd have to check that out. But I also, like, I keep getting up, but it's like there's one set of these patterns after sleeve separation on the torso and on the sleeve. Like, a lot of color work yoke tops stop, like, this stuff.
They stop, like, here.
Yeah, which still makes it look like it's on the sleeves because it's before sleeve separation, but when, like, my arms are at my sides, it looks like my sleeves go up to here. Like, that's one of the tricks of color work tops. But I love that, like, one more set of color work. And this right now, if I wore jeans, it'd be close because my jeans sometimes sink right here. So it'd be close to if this was comfortable length enough for me to cover parts of me I don't want seen. But it works really well with dresses. So I'm really liking this. I'm really excited about this. And this would look good in the Alba or the Patagonia, or they both play well together. Or I'd have to go back and look at the pattern to see if it is truly written for DK or sport weight. I want to say DK. We have other DKs, but the thicker the DK, the bulkier it might feel when you make it. So we are here to help you pick out colors because we may have a few colors that aren't online. If you're looking for a color combo, but what's online is not what you, if you're still like going, then contact us. So we can help you pick out the right colors. I'm so excited. It's just, I can't even tell you.
I'm loving that sweater.
Yeah, I'm loving these colors too.
I don't know if I'm going to have to make that sweater now, but I have enough projects on needles right now.
Yeah. It's a fun one though.
Oh.
It is. Yeah. Tecumseh by Caitlin Hunter. And yes, I am like, yes. I want it to be colder outside so I can wear it more often.
What size needle was it on?
I was on a 5.
Yeah. Yep, no, I'm probably not.
Well, what if you did a bigger, fluffier version?
I could do a bigger, fluffier version.
I find a lot of my projects are on a US 5 right now. Anyway, other than socks, that's my happy zone, is sweaters on a 5. Anyway, so we have to go, but oh yeah, we do have to. Ooh, okay. We are doing virtual sit and stitch one day a week on Tuesday for the weekly sit and stitch on Tuesday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. I'm like obsessed with, I might say this, I'm like terrified I'm going to say the time wrong. 7 to 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. On Zoom, you get in with the shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
And this Sunday, we are getting back to our virtual Sunday sit and stitch that we do dual platform. Said out of order, so I'm stumbling. And it is on Facebook Live. All you have to do is look us up, Sundragon, on Facebook, and you should see the video going, which is of me. And you hear Zoom. But if you want to join on Zoom, again, it's we're doing 2 to 4 right now, p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. On Zoom, it's the same thing. You get in with all our community events, you get in with the shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
And what we mean by that is when you go to Zoom, it'll ask for a meeting code. And if you don't have Zoom on your computer or iPad or phone, then we have links on YouTube, and we can send you direct links of what should work. But it will only work when we have the meeting open, which are those times that we have talked about. So
if you want the meeting code after the meeting has started or within an hour of starting the meeting code, Rebecca may or may not check her email to respond. So, shop early, shop often, email early, email often. Yeah.
The Sunday ones, I have all my devices going with multiple. I have my phone has Facebook going, my computer has Zoom going. I'm thoroughly can't check anything. So, but yeah, talk to us ahead of time and we will try to give you all the details. So it's really good to be sharing stuff with y'all. I was going to say, it's good to see y'all. I mean,
we can't see them.
We don't see you, but you see us. Hi. Okay. We will talk to y'all next week unless we pop in and say something silly in the meantime, but I don't.
You never know.
It's not on the schedule right now, so, we'll see. But we'll see how much we get done by next week. And let us know if you would like to order anything. So, bye.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff.
Yes, subscribe. Yay. Bye.